365 Business Central. Today, we'll be learning how to reconcile a bank account in Dynamics 365 Business Central. The bank reconciliation process is a pivotal process that ensures every cash transaction in your system ties to a bank transaction. It's one of the most audited functions, as this is where fraud can occur, or it can be one of the most powerful tools to detect fraud. Now, let's get into how to reconcile the bank in Business Central. So from the home screen, you're going to go to Cash Management. And under Cash Management, you're going to go to Bank Account Reconciliations. You can also search up bank reconciliations under the Tell Me search menu. So from here, you would click New if you're going to be starting a new bank rec. For the purposes of this video, we've already have a bank rec started, so I'm going to click into it here. So once you're in this screen, you'll have to enter the bank that you want to reconcile. So there would be a drop down and you would pick the bank that you would be reconciling. The statement number will auto-populate based on a numbering series you have, and then you would choose the statement date. This would be the last date of the bank statement that you're reconciling. Next is the bank last statement balance, and this will auto-populate based on your statement ending balance of your previous reconciled statement. In this case, what would have come from statement number 25. And then you're going to enter your statement ending balance for your current statement. It should be noted that when you select the statement date here, it will automatically apply a filter to only show transactions in your bank account ledger entries up to and including that date. So you won't see any transactions that have been posted after this date, just to make it a little easier for the reconciliation process. Now what you'll want to do is get your bank transactions in the system so you can reconcile. Usually you'll want to do this through an import function, which is under the bank menu. You would import your bank statement. For the purposes of this video, I already have the bank transactions in here. And so we will start from there. The other way you can get bank transactions in here, if you are not using the import function, is you can manually type them in by adding the date, a description, and the amount from your statement. Or another option, which isn't as commonly used, is you can use the suggest lines. So what this will do is it'll look at all your bank account ledger entries here. I'll open it here from a starting and ending date that you would choose, and it would create a bank statement line for each one of those entries. So now that we have a list of our bank transactions here, and we've got our bank account ledger entries that we're going to reconcile them against here, it's now time to start the actual reconciliation process. So you can do that by manually matching stuff if you would like, where you would click one item here and the opposing item, so in this case 30,000 and 30,000, and you'd click match manually. I'm just going to remove that because we're going to use a different way. The other thing is to match automatically, which uses the Business Central functionality based on predetermined criteria to say what matches a transaction from the bank statement to a bank account ledger entry. That'll be based on stuff like dollar amount, transaction date, and potentially even descriptions, depending on the setup of your match automatically. What I recommend using is the Copilot feature of reconciling. So that's what we're going to use now. So you just click it. And as you can see, it pops something up to show you what it's matched. So again, this is the auto matching feature that's done automatically through Business Central. And then you can see Copilot did an additional one on top of that. because one thing that the auto match feature won't be able to do that Copilot can handle is the ability to take one bank transaction, for example, this, and match it to multiple transactions on the other side, or vice versa, a single ledger entry matched to multiple bank entries. And so you can click into this here to see the details, and you can see that it's matching these two amounts, which add up to this exact amount. And so it allows you to review them, and if you like it, you click keep it. And so we're going to do that. As you can see, when things are reconciled, it starts highlighting them in bold to show that it's been reconciled. I'm going to unreconcile something just for the purpose of this video here. So you'll see that there's a difference here of $35. So what we'll want to do is be able to see, okay, well, what's outstanding that still needs to be reconciled? So you can go into this show menu here, and you can show things that aren't matched so that you can filter out all of the stuff that you've already reconciled to make it a little easier on the eyes. So we can see the bank fee that I just unmatched isn't matched, right? So what I wanted to quickly show here is bank fees are a common thing that are usually not entered until you get the bank statement in, because you generally don't know what that is. So you can quickly, from the bank reconciliation, is to create an entry for it. So you would go into the home menu and you'd click transfer to general journal. And so you would click transfer to general journal, and then you would select your template, your batch, click OK, and it'll populate it there. You would post it, which I'm not going to go through that in this video, but you would post that and it would create a bank transaction, a bank account ledger entry here, which has already been done here. So now I'm going to go ahead and say that it's there and match it. So you'll see now, because I've got the filter on, it went away. So we'll go back to show all. One thing to note too is that when you do create a bank, a bank account ledger entry from the transfer to general journal, it will automatically match it once it posts in here. Okay, so now we can see that there's no difference down here. So this is a key thing you want to be looking at to make sure that you've reconciled everything here. The differences too for each individual line item will also show as well. So before I continue, I just want to go over a few of these fields so that you have an understanding of them. The balance field is a calculation of the balance of the last statement up here. And the sum of all the statement amounts over here up to a particular date. Because as you'll be able to see here, as I start changing it, that number changes. The total balance is very similar to this, except as you saw, it doesn't change. So it is the last statement balance plus all of these, no matter where you're selecting your transaction. On the other side, the balance field here is a sum of the bank account since last posting, which usually should tie to the balance of the last statement up here. And all of the transactions that exist in here. If you had any outstanding checks that are in here, that would show up here as to how many are outstanding still. And the balance to reconcile shows the total amount of all these transactions, less any of the checks. So another quick thing I want to make note of is that when you do the hiding, so for example, the show non-matched, you'll notice that it affects these totals, right? Similar to over here, because they're running totals. So I just want you to know that those will be affected as you're showing it. So it's not to worry. When you show all, it's showing what it should be there. So now we have a fully reconciled bank. The last thing that you want to do is post this. So before posting, like anything in Business Central, you'll probably want to preview the posting. In this case, it's called test report. Okay, print any outstanding transactions if you would like to, and we'll preview it. So this report will list some information here. It'll list amounts of what's outstanding, if there's any outstanding dollar amount of checks or bank transactions, what your GL balance is, and a list of your bank statement entries that were reconciled. Also, if there were any errors or issues with the reconciliation process, you would get messages on this stating what they are. So now that we saw that everything was fine, we're going to go ahead and post this. Now that it's been posted, you'll see that it's been moved to the bank account statement list window, and you can either go there or just close it, and it closes the bank. That concludes our session on how to reconcile a bank account in Dynamics 365 Business Central. If you'd like to learn more, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more training videos on Dynamics 365 Business Central. You can also visit us at Kwixand.com for more resources around Business Central. Thanks for watching.